Hello and welcome to Advertisers Watching Ads. This is a weekly show where brands watch other brands' ads.
That little man will live in my dreams forever, but I don't know that I understood that it was a rideshare.
This is all about trying to be as distinctive as possible, memorable as possible, to basically get people to download their app and start using it.
So in awe of what the hell was going on, but I didn't get it straight away either.
My name is Tom Ollerton. I'm the founder of Automated Creative, the creative effectiveness ad tech platform. And before we see this week's ad, let's meet this week's guests.
My name is Tina Eskridge. I am a longtime marketer and current head of a firm called Hackrobat here in the US.
Hi, Jo Henderson. I'm the Global Marketing Transformation Director for Tate Lyle.
Hi there, I'm Jen. Great to be here. I'm the Digital Performance Lead at Domino's.
Right, what a panel, what a different set of ideas we're going to have on this. But what we're going to look at today is looking at DiDi's new campaign in Australia and New Zealand called Yes, I DiDi, created by indie agency Sunday Gravy and directed by a UK filmmaker called Jim Hoskin. Introduces a very weird mascot. The main character in this ad basically got more than 50 million views on TikTok and Instagram before the launch. So I am now going to share this ad with you.
She's so keen. It's kind of pushing me away. But then it's also pulling me in. I'm out, I'm in. It's exhausting. I just want to forget about it for a minute. Please, can we have one of our legendary big nights out right now?
How you going?
Hey guys, you know what? This night has turned out to be the most legendary big night out ever I have ever experienced.
Marks out of 5. 5 is very amazing. 1 is not very amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, Tina, Jen, what's missing? Come on.
I think it's just the clarity around what they're advertising. If there was anything that I would change, it would just be that. But everything else, I would give it high marks.
Oh, I just thought it was brilliant. I absolutely loved it. This sort of brand is looking to kind of launch and to really try and beat competitors, right? So Uber, Bolts, etc. And they're looking, particularly in Australia and New Zealand, to gain a lot of traction and market share. And so this is all about trying to be as distinctive as possible, memorable as possible, to basically get people to download their app and start using it.
And I could not understand what this was. Like I watched the entire ad and I was like it's so memorable. Yeah, it was a hell of a ride, like honestly. But I was like, what's the product? What's the service? What are we talking about here? So I like that little man will live in my dreams forever. But I don't know that I understood that it was a ride share.
I think the Sonic branding is amazing. Like you said, that I'm going to go to bed with either nursery rhymes in my head or that haunting me to sleep. But it wasn't until the very end and they had that little car at the end that I sort of started to understand that it might be for some sort of transport brand in the Australia, because it's not something we have in the UK either. But yeah, I'm so in awe of what the hell was going on, but I didn't get it straight away either.
This is probably my favourite ad we've had on the show for years. I think this is everything that advertising should be. It's distinctive, it's funny, it's really entertaining, it's catchy.
Yeah, like with the gorilla, like, you know, it'd be compared, wouldn't it, to the Cadbury gorilla or something like that.
Creativity, originality, super high marks. Even the storytelling, like you're in this vibe all the way through for this group wanting to have the best night of their lives. And they're, I mean, you know, it's epic, right? Like everything that they experience is epic. You'll remember all of it. And then of course the emotional impact, you know, really high marks. I laugh every time I see it now. Like, you know, you just can't help but laugh.
Yeah. And do you know what I also love as well as that storytelling? It's like done in chapters. So you can see how they could start to kind of like, you know, chunk those little chapters up and start to put it into different channels, different formats. And it works. It's brilliant because it's a long form, but you can also see how it can be short form and even static. I just think it is that creativity has been really, really thought through.
When I was watching it, I was maybe moaning about a boyfriend at the time or something wasn't going right in your life. And like, let's go out for a massive night out. And it's all those terrible things that you did on that night out. And it's still 4 a.m. in the morning. And you're still up, still talking about something. So I think they have done that storytelling really, really well and taken the user on maybe of our age group, maybe in the younger age group, that something's upset you in your life and you go out and have a great night to sort of drown your sorrows or celebrate, and they're there to take you, you know, DiDi in this case, are there to transport you to all those different locations that you might end up in on that night. So I do think the storytelling is really, really tight.
They've also linked it to really kind of smart insight, right? Which insight being a lot of the younger generation and not going out as much. No. You know, they tend to be kind of, you know, there's a lot more kind of staying at home, etc., spending a lot of time online, etc. And I love this idea of just like, yeah, you're not having a great day, get out and just go wild and have fun and see what happens. That sort of real carefree live in a moment, which I just think it's just brilliant.
Anybody could have this kind of night. It wasn't like they were doing anything that was unattainable, which I love, you know, when they're communicating this kind of like, just let go and, you know, have the most memorable night. It's all things that, you know, anybody could do no matter what age. Like you're going out for food, you're stopping at the grocery in the middle of the night, you're going to a food truck, you're going to a bar, and, you know, and in those moments, you're seeing people of all stages, all ages, a young pregnant woman, an older woman with her dog, an older gentleman with his briefcase. You know, you're seeing everybody. So I think it's pretty cool that they do it that way.
Yeah, I think the inclusivity is probably one of the best ads I've seen. You just don't even think about it until you have to. You force yourself to think about it. You know, would you sign off this campaign in its entirety? Yes or no on a count of 3? 1, 2, 3.